Okay, there's the thumbnail, the eagle. You can look up what eagles represent. I'll go ahead and do it with you right now while we're waiting to come on live here. Eagle symbolism: strength, freedom, wisdom. It can also represent a connection to the divine and is often associated with the sun. I was told to put my eagle pin on. We have a Four of Wands randomly at the bottom, which is celebration. It can be marriage, and it's gathering of the souls. And that fits in absolutely with what we're doing in Astro. I told you that all of us people that are saying we're in 5D more than we're in 3 and 4D, we're all together and we're celebrating and we're married, even though it's not a marriage like here. And we're having a Four of Wands party. Then we wake up in our bed and we have to do what we have to do. That's why we're trying to get physical. We're trying to get the 5D people into physical bodies so we can finish the mission. Now, ww84 is Wonder Woman 84. It came out in 2020, and the movie is awesome. I could put that down as my autobiography next to my regression. But anyways, you can check it out if you feel like it. ww84. Now, a few videos back, maybe last year, I have a couple Wonder Woman videos out. I do have the t-shirt, Wonder Woman 84, and the spandex, all in pink. But this movie came out in 2020, and I haven't seen it till just now. And it is absolutely awesome movie. Okay, but what we're doing in Astro is we're bringing everybody into their mission positions here for the movie. So it's kind of like if you were in Hollywood and you were a director, you were calling certain actors, hey, it's time to come and do your acting job. Yeah, we're ready for you now. We're ready for you now. Okay, that's kitty cats. Okay, so underneath the Four of Wands is Justice card, but it's in reverse because of the fact that it hasn't played out yet. The actors haven't made the movie yet. It's all just in 5D. Now you notice that's the higher self. That's the higher self there. Okay, that's where we are every night. That's what we're doing. We're trying to balance out the scales and bring it into now. Okay, so those are the perfect two cards of what's going on right now. Four of Wands and Justice in reverse. And this is talking about what we're doing in the energy right now. I have a shout out for Bob and Harley, his doggy Harley. I have a shout out for Stefan. And I have a shout out for Denise and her animals and her significant other. So I want to say hi to you guys. What else was I going to say? Oh, yeah. This card is really good because Susan again asked me a few questions about my videos. And I tell you all the time that the higher self is who talks. The higher self is who tells me to put the eagle pin on. The higher self is who told me to watch the movie yesterday. The higher self directs me. So, yes, I'm physically here doing dishes, feeding animals, doing laundry. I'm physically here, but I'm not really here. I'm this card all the way. This could be a good card saying, Who are you? And I put things in balance in 3 and 4D, right? But this is where I live, 5D. That's my higher self. So I don't sit here and say, what am I going to wear? What pin am I going to put on? What movie am I going to watch? I don't direct any of that. And I know that's hard for a lot of you to understand because you run your show. I don't run my show. Pairs might be significant. Pairs and eagles. Yesterday, I saw 2 humongous hawks in the sky also. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and shuffle all these because that was just the energy I picked up on when I picked up the deck, and it was absolutely right on. Right on to everything I'm saying. Okay, I just saw the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is a really good card too. It's an in and out energy, and that's what we're doing right now. If you're watching this channel, you're probably in astro more than you are in the real world here. The real fake world, should I say? Correct that. But what I want to tell you is that if you're asking questions like Susan was asking, then I feel like she's slipping backwards. And the reason I say that publicly like this is because I think a lot of you are. You know, if you have any questions on what I'm doing or what I'm saying, you're probably slipping backwards because I'm getting deeper and you're getting dumber, should I say. I don't mean to sound bad. I'm just trying to show you the energy. And it's really important. I told you maybe a week ago, I told you it's really important because they're going to be pulling on your coattails, trying to get you down to lower levels. Like 3D has 3 levels, 4D has 3 levels, okay? Some of you are on 5D and higher, and you're there all the time, but a lot of you have slipped down into 4s, and even some went back to 3s. They're probably not watching this. They're the ones I'm saying, oh, where is that person? Where is that person? Like, I haven't heard from Stefan in forever. Hopefully he just wasn't commenting and he was watching. But he could have been one of them that slipped and now is back climbing up. I don't know. I don't talk to him outside of when I see him on this video. And he speaks my language, meow. So, hello. So all I'm saying is that, and with Susan, she would have never even mentioned some of the stuff she mentions lately to me when we were in 5D and high 4D physically together a few months back. That's why I suggested that she take Ishmael's classes, because I see her slipping backwards in her thinking. You know, it's not a bad thing, but I'm always putting up the mirror to people. You know, I will tell it exactly how I feel and see it. I am not going to sugarcoat it. And that's why at meetings, when we used to go to AA meetings, a lot of people didn't want me to be their sponsor or their spirit guide, because I'd tell you where the bear shits in the woods, right? And they don't want that. They want someone to go have coffee with and talk about the weather. And that ain't happening. Okay, so nothing is being said to harm you. That was the other thing about the movie. The whole part of the movie, the whole point in it is to live in truth. Truth will never hurt you, but lies will. Bottom of the deck, the Emperor. Always get kings, emperors, and hierophants when Stefan's on. So, you know, I don't think you slid backwards. I sure hope you didn't. I hope you were just being silent. But there's the Emperor. So the overall energy is a divine masculine that has all 4 assignments done from being a king. So this is powerful Emperor energy. And what's fueling that is the 2 of Cups. The 2 of Cups is a soul contract. So you're ready to fulfill your soul contract. And whether I'm talking to Stefan or I'm talking to anybody on here, Pebble or Kathy or Cindy, Susan, any of you guys, Gary, Bianca, I could go on and on and on. The energy is all the same. I may say Stefan, I may say Susan, but I'm talking to all of you because it's the energy. So again, if you guys are thinking that I'm talking to people specifically and only them, so, oh, I don't have to listen to that part. See, that's where I'm saying, you're slipping back into matrix thinking. Every single thing that I say means something in the energy. Everything I wear, everything I do, green. I have army green on, military green. I have a green cross on. Cindy Grays has a green C in her chat. So all this is relevant. But if you're slipping back into 3 and 4D, you're not going to understand what I'm saying, and this is going to be a channel you probably don't want to stay with, okay? Because I can't keep talking kindergarten when I need to be talking college. Okay, so the Emperor and the Two of Cups, that's soul contract. And I'm glad to hear you're back on track. So Stefan just confirmed that he had slipped. So what I had said is right, okay? Underneath the Two of Cups is the Queen of Swords in reverse. So somebody's not hearing the truth. Somebody's not listening to the truth. Some of you have already decided that this channel isn't for you, and that's okay. I would rather have the college students in their college class than kindergartners trying to be college students. 12:21 on the clock. And I'm drawn to the bird. That's what I seen yesterday. I seen 2 hawks in the sky. But anyway, the Queen of Swords in reverse also is telling me that her decision has been made. Okay? Her decision is made. She's not sitting here going anymore. Okay? She's in reverse. So she's made her decision. And truth is it. So if you watch that movie, you'll understand what I'm talking about even more. So hopefully you will, and you will do your homework. Okay, top of the deck, we're going to do the 9 of Wands. You're ending a cycle. You're ending a cycle. You're putting on your you clothes, the clothes that you wear. I'm drawn to her clothes. And the reason I'm drawn to her clothes is because you need to be authentic. You need to be authentic, and also they want me to look this up and read something, so I'm going to. It says, I push beyond my own perceived limitations, and I remain open and trusting as I do. And then it says, determination, a last defense, the final push, excitement to what's to come, finding motivation in the face of difficulties. The other day I did a shorts, and a couple of them, and you might want to look up my past shorts, not my shorts, my videos. But motivation was in reverse, so somebody wasn't motivated enough. Okay, so you're going towards this final push. Now with her being in reverse, she's made up her mind. She's only going for truth, and if it's not truth, if it's not in her mission, she knows what she's doing in she or him, know what they're doing in the 5D, and now they're bringing it into reality movie here that we're playing in. Remember the director, he's calling the actors to come in now. It's your turn. Okay, so you following this all? The sun in reverse. Why would the happiest card in the deck be in reverse? Well, I can tell you right now, because you're still going towards that final push. You still don't have that final, you haven't acted out that final script. That's easy enough to tell you. Six of Cups. And you're holding back because of your past. Okay, now once again in that movie, she had to give up her past in order to do her future. So that's exactly what this card is talking about. If we don't give up our nostalgia and we don't give up our past everything, our past love, our past belongings, our past us. If we don't get past the past, it ain't happening. And the other thing that was really important is, here's the Six of Swords. This is the action card, okay? This is, see all the birds? Birds are very significant in this reading. If we don't get past the Six of Cups, the nostalgia, where the little puppy, I saw him yesterday at Denise's, that little puppy, and she needs to rehome it. So I can't take on a puppy, but I would love to, but that's him. That's exactly what he looked like. If we don't get past, then on the way home, I saw the two hawks in the sky. If we don't journey, if we don't get past our past, that's what's going to pull us back. That's another way of preventing it. Now, in that movie again, it tells you exactly. We have to renounce. Renounce is the key word. Renounce our past wishes. It's kind of like calling up Domino's right now and saying, you know that order for that pizza that I put in? Could you please cancel it? I'm going to do something different. I'm going to make my own. Perfect analogy, they are saying. Perfect analogy. Okay, and then the Ten of Wands. So the Nine of Wands goes into the Ten of Wands, and then you complete it. So that's exactly, if you didn't catch the last few minutes of this, rewind it and listen, because that's exactly what you need to do. Okay? Goes right to the Ten of Wands. Okay, so then we have the Two of Pentacles. Steve always says that this card reminds him of her having ass on backwards. In my Mage Tarot deck, it's a lady like Wonder Woman, and she is courageous and daring. It's also a card of balance. So if you can get in balance with yourself, that Ten of Wands, the 9 went to the 10. See, she's in balance. If she wasn't in balance, she could have never came down that hill with those animals and all that luggage. She had to be in balance, and she walked away from the past. Now, I also mentioned yesterday about leaving your football, leaving your rock star life, leaving the top of the mountain, and coming down the mountain and being just playing in the park. Just, you can still play your music, but you and your mission partner can play your music just locally at the park. Remember the Woodstock days and the playing in the park? One of my lives, I actually overdosed in a park. So I know those days very well. Okay, so we've got Judgment and Justice. We're both in reverse. And again, why is that? Okay, see the higher self there? The higher self is in upright. Here, it's in reverse. But that's because the higher self is running the show. But Judgment and Justice were in reverse because the final picture hasn't played out yet. We still need those actors to come in, which is us, 5D and higher, and play out this final mission. Again, if you watch that movie, you will see at the end how you have a very important role in this. Temperance in reverse. Temperance in reverse. You're not leaning on the angels enough, and you're not believing in, let's just say, this video. Let's say you're watching this video and you're going, that's a bunch of shit, or I don't understand, or it's too deep for me. Okay, all of that stuff is temperance in reverse, is what I'm getting. Okay, you don't think Marvel movies are real, you think this is real, but it's the opposite. Okay, and then one Marvel movie a day will keep the Matrix thinking away. You've heard me say that, but how many of you are watching one Marvel movie a day to keep the Matrix away? See what I'm saying? You listen, but you don't do, is what the angels are saying here. You're being impatient, you're being worldly. Now, this could be an energy of what's coming towards you. So be very careful, because today you may be fine and tomorrow you slip a little, and then by the next 7 videos you've totally slipped and you're gone. Okay? So, yeah, Star Wars is all I need. Well, Star Wars is a documentary. Okay? So, Star Trek is a documentary. I said this to you last week in my videos, and then someone asked Ishmael Perez if that was true, and he said absolutely true. So, if you need backup for what I say, you got to go down the rabbit hole and ask. And then if you don't want to believe Ishmael and you don't want to believe me, well, then like I said, there's many stations out there. It's like an FM radio, right? You don't like the station? Turn it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do 2222 on the clock, and you got to have strength, middle card. This is what your warning here is to wrap up this reading. You need strength. Strength for what? To do your world mission. The world card's in reverse, and it's the most powerful card I can pull from the deck. So, the sun, the most happiest card I can pull from the deck, and the world card, the most powerful card I can pull from the deck. Why are they in reverse? They should be upright. Well, one is because of divine timing. The angel card was in reverse also, saying it's not quite time. We're still making phone calls. It's kind of like Jeopardy. Jeopardy had to call in the old champions and the old players and ask them if they wanted to come for a second chance tournament. They could say yes or no, but they were the old actors coming back in to make a new and final tournament. That's what we're doing. So you got the world and the sun card in reverse because it just ain't here yet, but it's a favorable outcome, and it's your world mission. And don't forget, we got the Emperor and the Two of Cups to start this all, which is your soul contract is being played out. You've made it through all 4 kings assignment. Girl or guy, you made it through. Okay? If you haven't made it through, you've either clicked off, or this is your warning to listen to what I'm saying on these videos and do it. Instead of just saying, oh yeah, she mentioned a song, she mentioned some birds, she mentioned a movie, she mentioned Ishmael Perez. Oh yeah, well, whatever. Don't do no homework. Just click off and then go to the next video. Well, that's not the way to do it, but if that's the way you want to do it, that's fine. Okay, Ace of Wands, that's that in and out energy. So when I was lost for words, there's the Ace of Wands, that in and out energy, saying, yes, you can have this, but if you want what we have, you have to do what we do. Back to Jeopardy again. Then those people had to say, yes, I'll come back. Then people had to study. and get refreshed because they haven't been on Jeopardy for maybe a year, 6 months, who knows how long it's been. And they have to get back into shape. Then they have to come back on and give it their all. And that's what we're being told to do, is give it your all. Don't put this off. This is about your soul contract. Don't put this off. So I want to thank everybody. And so does the cat. And I am Miss Mystic. Thank you for listening.